So now we're back in our workbook. That's 246 is where we're going to start. We're going to start on 246.
You're dead when you get to the age of 246.
Yep. All right. So here in activity 1, it says use the distributive property to simplify the expressions. Show all your work. So let's do this first one together so we can show our work. So we can show you how we want to do that. And then I'll let you do the rest of the page on your own. All right? So this first one, we have 3. We're distributing 3. So to show that we're distributing 3, I want you to draw arrows like this, because we're going to multiply everything inside the parentheses by that 3. And then we just write what we just said there. So right?
3x plus 6.
We're skipping a line if we do that. So we have 3 times x. I want you to show that. Plus 3 times 2. All right? And then our next step is just going to be our answer. What's 3 times x?
3x.
3x. Plus what's 3 times 2? 6. So that would be our answer there. All right? That's how I want you to show your work. I want you to show your work, though. It does say show all of your work. Okay?
Yeah.
So try 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 there.
Okay, why don't we do like the number 2 and then we could do like the easier ones to ourselves?
You can do all those. You can handle all those.
I want to complain so bad. I didn't know that was a wand.
He's got to scratch that itch.
Don't do it. It is my hot chocolate, but it is also Mr. Millman's water. Whatever it is.
Unless you bring a thermal cup.
I could.
I mean,
You still have to have permission.
That doesn't mean you can just go willy-nilly making hot chocolate during class.
If you go in the hallway.
or you could make it before you come here.
Where?
Get to work on those guys.
Oh.
Get to work on 246 there.
Okay, fun fact that I learned. This school has a basement.
That is
You
a fun
did
fact.
not know that?
You might didn't know it either.
I
Yeah,
did.
you
My
got the
sister
second one
went
on
down
there.
there. To remind you, she goes, teacher takes her down there.
Actually, no one's supposed to be down there.
I'm using my multiplications right.
Okay.
See, why is this one not on our notes? Ah, this is proof that they do this to us. Mr. Scott?
Yep.
How come with number 2 it doesn't show that in our notes?
What do you mean?
Because it shows a
Can I
number
do
in
something?
front of the letter.
What that do?
8,
How many W's do?
W, 8W.
There you go.
See, this one's not in there now. Oh, there it is.
Memo?
Yep.
I got them all.
All right, let's start working through these.
Yeah, I got 'em.
So for number 2, we're going to distribute the 4. Alright, then we have 4 times 2w minus 4 times 1. So 4 times 2w, 8w, don't forget that. Minus 4 times 1, 4. That one, okay? Now we're distributing a negative 4. So we have negative 4 times a plus negative 4 times 2. What's negative 4 times a? Negative 4a plus negative 4 times 2? Negative 8. Careful on those signs. Those signs are really important.
I got it.
All right. Now we have 8 times 3 minus 8 times z.
I can't see it.
All right. It's 8 times 3.
18.
Not 18.
24.
24 minus 8 times z.
18.
It's just 8z. All right. 4 times 2 plus 4 times b. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 4 times b. 4b. And also last one, distributing negative 2. So we have negative 2 times c minus negative 2 times 4. It's positive 4.
I can't see. No.
All right, let's find out. We have negative 2 times c. What's that going to be?
Negative 2C.
Negative 2c. Now we're subtracting. What's negative 2 times 4?
Negative 8.
Minus negative 8. So that, is that going to turn into a plus? Yeah. So negative 2c plus 8. Are you okay with distributing? All right, now 247 is a little bit like a couple of those last problems on our notes. It says, read each statement carefully, then translate it into an expression. Do not simplify it and use h as the variable in the expression. So it tells us to use h. All right? So this first one is a number minus 7. It tells us to use h.
H minus 7.
So that one's just going to be h minus 7. All right? Let's look at number 4, and then I'll let you guys try the rest.
Or 8.
All right, we have 2 times the sum of a number and 3. So we had one like this on our notes. What do we have to do?
Can we do number 3 too? Parentheses.
We have to use parentheses. Where?
On the 2 and 3.
If we have 2 times, and then our parentheses would be the sum of a number and 3, right?
Oh, the H and the 2, the H and the 3.
So we have h plus 3 in parentheses, because that's what it's telling us to add, a number and 3. And then what goes in front?
2.
2. All right, well, starting to see.
How do we do the half one? Like the fraction?
What's 1/2 of a number? How do you show that?
1/2 x?
Yeah, but it tells us to use h. So let's use h there.
Can you just demonstrate it, please?
How do you get 1/2 of a number? Asia just said it.
What'd you say?
I don't know. Maybe you should have listened.
I don't know.
That's
I
a good
was
point.
listening. Huh?
I said that's a good point.
I was listening.
How'd you forget me?
I don't know. I just forgot.
All right, try those other 8, and then we'll talk about those. Be a couple minutes to work there. Alright, I'll give you another couple seconds to finish up the one you're working on. Alright, for number 2, we have 4 times the number plus 5. So how do we show 4 times the number?
4 times
4 times h.
4h, and then plus 5 is just plus 5. Alright, now Landon, half of a number. How do I show that?
I think I need an estimate. I never answered it.
Alright,
How did I know?
Maddie, how do you show half of a number?
Half of a number, so you times something with 1/2.
It's just 1/2 h.
Oh my
That's
god.
all we do. Alright, now number 5 is 7 times the number minus 7. So how do we show 7 times the number?
7 times 8.
7h minus 7 is just minus 7. Alright, now we have another one. It says 5 times the sum of a number and 1. So what do we got to do first?
5
Parentheses.
Alright, we have the sum of a number and 1.
Each plus 1.
So we put h plus 1 in parentheses, and then we take it times 5. Okay, now we have a number times a number. How do we show that?
H times 8.
H times h. Works there. How about 3 times a number minus 2, Caleb?
3 times h, then minus 2.
Minus 2, that's all we gotta do. Alright, now we have 3 times the sum of a number and negative 4. So Maddie, what do we gotta do first here?
the sum of the numbers, so h plus -4 in parentheses.
H plus negative 4. And plus a negative 4 is important there because it says the sum.
And then 3 times at the beginning.
And then 3 goes out front. Good. Last one is just a number plus 3/4. How do we show that one?
H plus 3 4.
H plus 3/4. Alright, that's not too bad, right?
Maybe. We'll find
Maybe.
out. Hey,
Alright.
can we do homework now?
Yep. Alright.
Is this going to be on our homework?
Some of it, yep. Alright, so let's talk about one thing quick. This first one, it says, show that the distributive property works by solving these problems 2 ways. It says 2 ways right there. So it says first distribute, then find the sum in parentheses before distributing. So it gives you the 2 ways right here. Okay? So for each of those first 4, you should have 2 different answers. Okay? Does that make sense?
It doesn't really make sense to me.
Alright, so the first one, here's 2. This is our model problem, right? First, it wants us to show our distributive, right? We're distributing this way. This is the distributive method. Then it wants us to use order of operations. So do the parentheses first. 8 plus 2 is 10. So take 2 times 10. So this way do PEMDAS. Is that okay?
I'll
Alright.
find out when I get to homework.